Question for Paul. You seemed overly emotional after you got the win. Can you just talk about what went through your mind after? It's been a while since you got the W, but especially submission.
Yeah, well, that's the first submission I've ever had in my entire life, so it was a good way to get the first one. It's been a long couple of weeks for me and my family. I guess a week or so before the fight, we found out my father has cancer, and I was starting my weight cut and doing all the final preparations before we left for Boston, and it was big news, but there was two ways I can go about it. I could just be upset for him and sulk, and he doesn't need that. He needs me to go and do my job just like I did, and it definitely fueled my fire there in the third round. I knew he was folding, and that was my time to capitalize. I didn't care if I was ahead or behind on the scorecards tonight. I was in there to get a finish and keep my job again on Monday. That was it. So yeah, it was. That's why it was a little emotional for me to A, get back in the win column, but B, more importantly for for my family back home to just solidify my career here.
And one more question for you, Paul. I think one judge had you down going into that last round, and two of them had it tied. But where did you think it was at that point going into that final round?
Too close to care. I looked across the cage in the third round and spitting blood on the mat, and he looked like he didn't want to be there as much as I did. So I just figured that was the time. I felt him wilt a little bit against the fence. We were both kind of just dirty boxing a little bit, and I felt, when you feel somebody just kind of, the breath comes out of him a little bit, and he had fought hard in the first two rounds, and I knew he kind of gave it everything he had, and you can kick me in the face all you want, and unless you put me down, I'm coming forward. So I just bit down on my mouthpiece and got the job done. I needed to finish. In my mind, I just needed to get the finish. I didn't want that to go to a decision again for another close one that I probably wouldn't have got, to be honest. So.